All right, guys. So I'm using the selfie stick. It might be slightly shaky. It's kind of weird to use it, but it works better with my new phone. So I didn't really do a whole lot of documenting for Indy. There's a ton of pictures which I'll put at the end of this video. Um, First and foremost, share, like, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Scott Cutlass. But some really interesting stuff happened at Indy, and we had a lot of fun. Thursday, we did nothing but testing. The Monday prior, I had a local racer and carb guru come out and give me a hand with the car because I wanted to be able to leave off of idle. And with my tune, it would always have a little stumble. Um, so he came by Monday before Indy. We left that Thursday after. So he came out, helped me out. I paid him. Very talented guy, older racer. So we got the car running really good. We get to Indy, and it's got like a really bad flat spot off the line. So on the next run, I brought up the RPM to get it off of the idle circuits and then whacked it. Okay, and then we decided, all right, so we went ahead and he was also at Indy for the Division 3 race, and we changed out one of the jets in the idle circuit mod that he did. So we changed that out. Car ran. Actually, I take that back. The first thing I did is I went over there and talked to him. I told him, I think I have a timing problem. Somewhere between us doing everything and resetting the timing, the distributor either moved, but I had like somewhere like 42 degrees of total advance, which is no good. So I bumped it back down to 36, and then the car like that. And then the best thing happened after that. The car ran an 1187 through the mufflers, through the turbo mufflers, with the air tray assembly. So keep that in mind, because that's going to be a hot topic here that I'm going to talk about. And then once we got that down, I had to slow the car down to a 12.0, which brings me to the air cleaner that's on the olds. That little Edelbrock air cleaner, that will scrub off 0.2. We figured that out. A little under 0.2 of a second, but not without its issues. Since it's super restrictive and it sits so low to the carburetor, you're actually choking it and killing carb signal. So this isn't the greatest way to slow down a car. A lot of guys run a restrictor plate underneath, which is the better way to do it, because that way you're not killing carb signal. But in the pinch, all right, so with the air cleaner and still shifting it at 66, the car ran a 12.0 and starving on the top end. It was really getting choked back. So the following night, or that night, I drilled two 5/8 holes at the top of the air cleaner, cut back the shift light, and it ran a 12.10. Perfect. We couldn't run faster than 12.0 for sportsmen at the division race. At our local track, they lowered it to 11.0. So we figured that out, and on the last pass of the day, I ran it all out. I mean, it's hot, like 85 degrees. They stopped running at like 6, so it's still fairly hot. The DA was well above 2,600 feet. Car ran an 1157 wide open with the new tune. And I can't wait to see what it's going to do in the fall. So that's pretty damn good. But we found out that we also ran most of our runs on the drag radials too. So the car did an 1157 at 113 with a 168 60 foot. It's gone a 164. So if the weather's there, if the weather's right, and the car runs tight, we might get a pretty good time slip if we get a good day at the track, a nice cold day, because it was really hot that day. So again, so through the mufflers, 1187 with the air tray. You know, so it's never done that through the mufflers ever. The car always used to run like 12.0s with the mufflers, the old Hooker aero chambers, but even then, still restrictive. So regardless, you know, people want to argue how much it'll slow down a car, Well, we ran an 1187 with the air tray shifting at 6600. Okay, that's like all out with just mufflers, and then just uncorking the headers netted us an 1157. So that's 3/10. Actually, those mufflers are choking up the car. So that was, there you go. You know, they do it on Engine Masters with the mufflers, but that was our real world test. We ran the car with the same tire, same shift point. The only difference was the air tray, which we ran on both passes. That actually wasn't a difference. That was a constant because it was on both. The only thing I did was uncork the headers. That's it. And it's 3/10 faster, running 1157. So I'm done boring you guys. I'm gonna flip this over. So all right, you can see my smiley face Edelbrock air cleaner. That was all to make it run in the 12s, and we still broke out on the last race. I'll put it in the video. I ran an 1197 on the bias plies because I usually run slower on the bias plies. With the crappy little air cleaner and the exhaust, I still broke out by 300ths. So the competition was tough, but we had a lot of fun. The car ran its fastest ever, and we hit our goals. I wanted to be in the top 10 in points. I'm sitting at 9th in points, and I wanted to make it to Indy. So that, and then the car ran an 1157 at Indy. So we hit some pretty good goals this year, and this engine's going to get freshened up. My buddy Dave is going to do some more cylinder head work. We're going to put bigger valves in it, freshen up the bottom end if it needs it, see what's good, what's not, and probably go to a solid roller cam if I can find a good one that isn't garbage. If not, then I'm going to take the angle cam out of that engine and put it in this engine because it's a little bit bigger, and I'm going to put a hydraulic cam in that engine, and that engine may actually go in the Bonneville. And if I have to cage this car up, then I might race the Bonneville next year. The Bonneville will be street strip duty, which this car, if I do race it, it will be a drive to the track, drive back deal. I miss that a lot. So I'm done. I'm going to add all the pictures I got from Indy, a couple videos, and I'll let you guys go. We're thinking about going out for a test and tune this week. It's got cooled off really nice, and we're going to go from there.
Steve went red, 003, 12, 41.7 under the 52, but for the win for Earl Grayson. All right, Dave, got the mystery driver work there. Wow, right now the legal in the game. Let's see how close he can squeeze it. And at the stripe, he left.
Well, no, it's like $49 Carl, what the hell you dial on there? I said I let off on it 4 times when I ran a full throttle at 109.
Yeah.
At 1230. At 106 at 1214.
Okay, Jerry, which one time? Scottsville, Kentucky at 12:49. 12:49 right leg for Robert Grant. Everybody knows this is Illinois.
Dude, it's been a plumbing vent for fucking 10 years. And when they're sharp. Yeah.
Oh, that's
sharp.
a happy little air cleaner.
There you go.
I feel like fucking Bob Ross.
Yeah.
He was putting the
Wait,
that's perfect. It's got the fucking smile, too.
Leave it. There you go. Leave it. That's all you need.
Hold on.
No, leave it. One thing at a time. Yeah, try that.
Oh, we only get one time run tomorrow.
It's all right. All right. Well, yeah, but you don't want the car going too fast. What did it
Well,
run just that on it?
with the mesh, this little setup scrubbed off a 10th and a half. And then I put the mesh top.
It's scrubbed off too.
I put this on it, and they ran at 1197. So I figured 4 holes should kind of be in between.
So that one on there was like a 1210?
It was a 12.
12?
It was
1208.
1208.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
What are you drilling holes for? You're trying to break 11s again? It's going to be cool tomorrow.
All right, 2 holes it is, and I end up with a fashionable Adam Rock smiley face. I couldn't have done it in a better spot. This is like free marketing. You know?
All right, give me my shit